now it is 2022. So we're looking forward to the future. And now, as you just alluded to right there, it's a whole new format, bro. Going into the final year, the final season of Street Fighter V, kind of makes me want to cry a bit, man, just hearing that, because
it's been quite a journey.
This is really like my first game where I actually traveled for and whatnot, bro. So it's weird to see that it's coming to an end. But yeah, the new changes, 19 online events we've already heard, and only one. Of course, when we were playing these before, it was 2 of them, so you had less pressure on that first event at least. Right. Now the clutch factor is gonna need to be crazy, and whoever gets second place, can you imagine getting second place at this one, bruh?
Woo! I mean, some regions were already facing that, right? So, like last season, it depended on the region, right? Some regions had 1 event, some had 2, and then Japan had 4. But this time, they've evened it up, man. It's just 1 per region, and of course, there's still the prize money for the tournament. But as a competitor, that second place money it's no consolation prize, man. You want that Capcom Cup spot. You want to get that victory. Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of heartbreak this season from those online events for sure, because I mean we already saw it with like Angry Bird and Big Bird and the Middle East region. It's like, oh, come on, you got to flip a coin to pick one of those 2 people to be in Capcom Cup, and in a just world, I feel like they would always both be in there. The level of play they bring to the table is phenomenal. But yeah, this year, let's imagine it.
Japan with 1 online event, bro.
Oh my God.
Japan, bro! I think last season they had what 6 or 5 or something, 4.
They had 4, but yeah, and every top 8 was different, right? Like that's the thing about it. The level of play is like it's just such a dense player pool in Japan. I think there was a couple that had a few repeat top 8s. I think John Takeuchi was there, but like he was cracking like a 5th place a couple times. But for the most part, like the top 8s were different. Almost every event, there was very little overlap.
How deep that is, bro.
And it's 1 shot. It's a brutal format. I'm gonna be honest. It's brutal.
But this is the thing, though. We only brought up one part of it so far. It's 1 shot for the online events.
Correct.
But there's also some offline. We don't have full clarity on that yet, but we have been told that we actually have some offline opportunities to qualify for Capcom Cup this year, as we had back in the 2019 and prior. So that is huge. And there's also the World Warrior program, which we don't have a whole lot of details on yet, but I'm definitely interested to see how qualification goes through that system. But the way that it's divvied up now, every online region having 1 event. Beautiful, because I ain't gotta hear nobody cry. I ain't gotta hear no complaining. Now you got some offline. I don't give a damn if it's 1 offline event. I don't care. I don't want no excuses at all this year. Please, everybody, stop crying. At this point, if you that nice, just go ahead and win. Because you're so good. You're so good and elite that if you only were offline, you wouldn't have missed that hit confirm. You would have anti-aired that. You actually tech that throw. I can't wait to see it. So this season is going to be, I would say, by default, is going to be probably even more exciting than last season was, just because of how varied everything is. So at this point, I don't think we can really, we don't really have to have any debate or question about who's the nicest here, who's the nicest there. It's going to be right there out in front of us, bro.
We're first forced to online only. Like a lot of online locals stepped up and helped carry the community, kept people sharp leading up to the major events. Shout out to NLVC, Brian. Oh man. A lot of memories, a lot of good times in NLVC, but also there's events all over the world too, and a lot of different regions have their own online organizers who've been getting people to play, and I think they're great practice. Shout out to NLBC, of course. I feel like NLBC made me a stronger player through and through. Same. I feel like these online tournaments have been amazing training. I know people have been hating on them for a while, but man, at this point, like if you cannot see the value that they add, like I don't know what to tell you. You just might not want to play the game. That's how I feel. I love playing these online events. I have so much fun.
As we've gotten stronger, bro, there's so many people who I feel like were not on people's radar as far
as
they're
that nice
legitimate threats, and they're godlike, bro.
Yeah.
And now people actually understand that, like the Space Boys of the world, for example.
No need to talk.
No need to talk, right? When he went offline, people you only see him online at first. But then he went offline, so I want to say NEC and was it KIT?
Yeah, I think he won both.
And he won both of the events. There were players there offline that you've known for years and more Twitter followers and all that, bro. That's the dope thing with fighting games. None of that matter in the grand scheme of things. None of that matter when you sit down and grab that controller. Open bracket, anybody go up there and show what you made of, and no need to talk. He showed us that there was no need to talk. Man was about his action. And I really believe that players like that are going to shine this year, because Brian, like, it's different after your first year kind of getting out there, traveling and stuff, getting your name up, playing in these high pressure situations. It's more difficult, but eventually that gets a lot more normal to you. You get some more veteran tricks of the trade and things like that. So now I don't think that a lot of these players will even have that little bit of fear in their heart that they had before. They're gonna have a whole lot more confidence. So I actually think I don't know what you think about this, but I think the results might actually be shaking up some this year.
Well, I feel like when you put it that way, I feel like the established players are the ones shaking their boots, right? The pressure's on. You got one chance to qualify. This is like anyone who's hungry for the opportunity. It's there for the taking. Like, this is it. It's not like in previous years, if you did good at one ranking event, like, great, good for you. But now you got to do the world tour and keep it up, kiddo. Like, good job. But you got to travel, see you at the weekend office, in this part of the planet, and keep racking up those points. No, if you're good that one day, that's it. You qualify. So I feel like, if anything, it's those players' time to shine. The people who have been putting in the work online, kind of behind the scenes. Okay, you're making predictions. I feel like there will be some shakeups, but I have some hard predictions about some places too.
Really? You got some hard predictions.
I mean, we're leading into the West Coast, so
I know you're not predicting Japan. Oh yeah, West Coast.
Japan, I can't call.
That's an interesting one. As far as the West Coast, dang, that's tough.
I mean, to me, my prediction, not just for this CPT, but for all of America, Chris CCH is America's last hope. That's what I think.
What do you mean by that?
I think he's the guy. I think he's the guy who's on the come up right now.
Bruh, there's a difference between that and America's last hope. So let me understand. I'm trying to pick up what you're putting. I see you said that. Hold up. I'm trying to pick up what you're putting down. But actually, it's kind of heavy, like Thor's hammer.
I think going into Evo, he's the right guy to put the money on to go the furthest.
Brian, it's the first episode of the season 2 when you're saying something stupid already. That makes no sense whatsoever. Now, can I see it happening? I guess, but
so it makes sense.
Listen, it doesn't though, because in the end of the day, I feel like to say that you got money on him making it the furthest, even over. Let's take the big Hollywoods aside, because some people are saying that I'm biased or whatever. But the add-ons, the pump, the gizzies. That's crazy. To say you think that he's gonna do a lot better this year, he has a chance. But
I think he has a chance.
I'm going to have to. You know what?
Actually,
I'm gonna have to take that bet. Nah,
Adam has poison. Adam has poison. So, to me, it's all about the matchups right now, and that's why I believe in Chris CCH.
I understand that. So I'm guessing you think Chris CCH is gonna win this West Coast event too.
Oh,
you must be thinking that too.
Yeah, he better. He better not lose the Luke mirror. That's all I'm saying. He better.
Who might play the Luke with him? Let me think.
Samurai. West Coast is prepping for the meta.
Samurai's looped up. Yeah.
And nephew on the low is all. I don't know if I don't think he's there yet with the Luke, but he's been working on it. To me, that's my one hot take. We'll see if it pans out. I just think he hit the ground running with the right spirit. I like what I'm seeing, and yeah.
Okay, I would like to bet you. I already got a bounty out for anyone who doesn't know. There's already a bounty on Chris CCH's head in this tournament. You know what I'm saying?